Hi everyone, in this video I'll show you how to create a walk cycle. First of all, let's establish where the ground will be. Draw a line to represent the ground. After drawing the ground line, let's establish where the left foot and right foot will touch when it's on the ground position. The foot that is closer to camera will appear like as if it's lower, whereas the foot that is further away from camera will appear that it's higher. For this demonstration, the green color line would represent where the right foot will be when it's in contact with the ground, and the red color line would be in reference for the left foot. The first drawing that we will have to make is the contact position. The contact position really just means when the forward foot first touches the ground position. You can think of it as a key 1 position. For a character to walk, not only does the right foot has to be in the forward position, the left foot will also at one point be in the contact position. You can think of this as your key 2 drawing. So key 1, right foot in the forward position and left foot in the backwards position. Key 2, the left foot in the forward position, while the right foot is in the back position. After drawing key 1 and key 2, you will draw the passing position. Now, to draw the passing position, or the name passing position really just implies when the legs are passing each other. From the forward position, the right foot now will be in the middle before it goes into the back position, while the back foot initially, which was the left foot, will come forward, but instead of being dragged on the ground, it will be lifted off in the halfway position. Remember to turn on your onion skin as a guide to know where is the halfway position. You can draw a line, alright, between a marker, just say the ankle, from the forward position to the back position. If you draw a straight line and you split that line in half, that will act as a marker as to where you can position the halfway position. With only the contact as well as the passing position, you can start to see the illusion of movement already. Without thinking too much, it does look like the character is taking a step forward. But the animation looks really rough, it's not smooth, and there is a lack of information going on. To make your work nicer, what you need to do is to add more in-betweens. Another 2 poses that we can add to the walk cycle is the down position as well as the up position. The down position will give the illusion of weight, while the up position would give the illusion like as if the character is pushing off the ground. So once again, use the onion skin as a guide to see the previous and after drawing so that you know where to position the halfway pose. So for the down position, the foot will now be flat on the ground, but in between the passing as well as the contact position. Knees will be bent as well to accommodate the weight. The back foot will also start to come forward, being slightly lifted off the ground. For the high position, just like the name indicates, it's the highest position that your character will be in, and you're going to use the foot that was pushing the character forward, alright? So in this situation, it's the right foot to lift the character slightly so that the character will appear like as if he's being pushed forward. The left foot now will be towards the front, even though it's not touching the ground yet. If you have done everything correctly, you will have at least the head, body, as well as the leg positions to be in the correct order. The order of the walk cycle is contact, down, passing, up, and contact. Now that is just for one step. To make it into a cycle, the character has to take at least 2 steps forward. One with the right foot going from the front position to the back position, which leaves the left foot from initially the back position to the front position. And to make it into a cycle, it has to return back to the original position. At this point in time, because you have completed half the cycle, you can very easily repeat or duplicate the frames so that the opposite side can be very easily generated. All you have to do is to look at the guide, alright, and the guide is on the floor, and mark it in the opposite direction. So initially it was the right foot forward. For the second step, it's the left foot forward. So same position, just opposite legs. You can do that very easily by swapping out the color, and make sure when the foot is on touching the ground, you're following the correct guide. This is an area where students will commonly make mistakes. They just repeat the first step. They do half a cycle and they consider it over. But to complete the walk cycle, the right foot has to take one step, and then after that, the left foot has to take another step. So it would complete the cycle if the character takes 2 steps. The common mistake that students will make is that the character will only take 1 step. At this point in time, let me emphasize how important it is that the foot that is closer to camera will always block the foot that is further away from camera. In this situation, if my character is facing to the right hand side, his right foot is closer to the camera, so the green color leg will always block the red color leg. Once you're done, you can start working on the arms. I normally like to do the arms on a separate layer just because I personally think it's a lot easier. But if you're comfortable, you can do everything on a single layer when doing your draft. So the important note to take away here is that the arms will always be in the opposite direction of the legs. Well, if you want something natural, in essence, in honesty, the arms can be doing anything they want. As your character takes a walk, the arms can be flailing around, can be holding up a book, can be picking up anything. It does not necessarily have to swing. But if your character is not doing anything, not doing anything useful with his arms, I would say it's quite natural to swing the arms slightly. So in this situation, if your character is swinging the arms will always be in the opposite direction of the leg for something that looks a little bit natural. Remember to use the onion skin as a guide so that you know where to position your arms. Once you're done, you can very simply outline the character. You can trace it using the pen tool, or you can very simply, like what I'm doing over here, use the brush tool and going over the character. The 10 drawings that I have over here, or 8 rather, because we do not need to draw the contact position multiple times. All you have to do is create a new layer, draw each of the frame, alright, and you will essentially have a complete walk cycle. Well done. Once you understand how to create the walk cycle, you can use the same concept to create your own characters. Instead of using like this chubby stickman that I have over here, draw your own character but in the same poses. Of course, you can add more or less drawings to your animation. If you want a slower walk, you might need to add more frames, or if your character is taking a larger step, then probably more frames are necessary as well. If your character is really short with stubby legs, then you might not need more frames. If you want to play with the timing and the spacing, depending on the arms, if the arms want to have a little bit of an ease in and ease out at the extreme right and left position, you can add more frames over there as well. Like the sample that I've given over here, not only have I added more frames to the walk cycle, I've also decided to rotate the character's upper body to the left and right position. Now, when you rotate, it does give the character a 3-dimensional feel. If that's what you like, you can add it to your walk cycle. And if you understand the concept of generating a standard walk cycle, you can jazz it up by adding a bit of personality in the walk. If you want to show the character is a confident character, if you want to show that the character is perhaps a sad character, you can try and change the character's posture. But as a beginner, master the standard walk cycle. And yeah, that's about it. Good luck.